Debate is history tonight. Now it is up to the voters to make the ultimate decision.
Tonight, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump engaged in another very tense and contentious showdown. The topics ranging from abortion rights, immigration, the economy, and who's more fit to be the leader of the free world.
KCAL9 political reporter Dave Bryan is live in Las Vegas with the highlights tonight. Dave, good evening.
Jeff, Andrea, there was plenty of discussion about important issues, as you mentioned, how to defeat ISIS, national security, jobs, and the economy. You name it, they talked about it. But there were also plenty of volatile exchanges between two candidates in their last-ditch debate.
My Social Security payroll contribution will go up, as will Donald's, assuming he can't figure out how to get out of it. But what we want to do is to replenish the Social Security Trust Fund.
In a lively, wide-ranging, and sometimes tumultuous debate, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump went after one another piece by piece in the final debate of the presidential campaign season. One of the most important moments was threatening to upend a basic pillar of American democracy when Donald Trump refused to say he would accept the results of the November election if he loses to Hillary Clinton.
That you will absolutely accept the result of this election.
I will look at it at the time. I'm not looking at anything now. I'll look at it at the time. It's rigged because she should never have been allowed to run for the presidency based on what she did with emails and so many other things.
But, sir, there is a tradition in this country. In fact, one of the prides of this country is the peaceful transition of power, and that no matter how hard fought a campaign is, that at the end of the campaign, that the loser concedes to the winner.
I will tell you at the time. I'll keep you in suspense.
Horrifying. You know, every time Donald thinks things are not going in his direction, he claims whatever it is rigged against him. The FBI conducted a year-long investigation into my emails. They concluded there was no case. He said the FBI was rigged.
One of the toughest exchanges of the night was on the issue of U.S. trade treaties.
There's only one of us on this stage who's actually shipped jobs to Mexico, because that's Donald. He's shipped jobs to 12 countries, including Mexico. But he mentioned China. And, you know, one of the biggest problems we have with China is the illegal dumping of steel and aluminum into our markets. I have fought against that as a senator. I've stood up against it as Secretary of State. Donald has bought Chinese steel and aluminum. In fact, the Trump hotel right here in Las Vegas was made with Chinese steel. So he goes around with crocodile tears about how terrible it is, but he has given jobs to Chinese steel workers, not American steel workers.
Mr. Trump?
It's a simple question. She's been doing this for 30 years. Why the hell didn't you do it over the last 15, 20 years? You were very much involved. Excuse me, my turn. You were very much involved in every aspect of this country, very much. And you do have experience. I'd say the one thing you have over me is experience, but it's bad experience.
Well, so as of tomorrow, since today is almost over, 19 days now until the election, and after this last debate, it seems like supporters on both sides probably have plenty to work with. We'll see who winds up on top. Andrea, Jeff, back to you.
Yeah, Dave, you mentioned just 19 days until the election. Of course, that means we're in the home stretch. So did this debate have any sort of impact with the voters, do you think?
Yeah, Jeff, I do think that it did. I think that, again, I say there was plenty for both sides. And by that, I mean, for example, the discussion of issues. Donald Trump appeared to be presidential when he was talking about the nuts and bolts of some of these more complicated issues, both domestic and foreign policy. On the other hand, I think both candidates got in some pretty good, shots at one another during the course of this debate. I don't think this is the kind of debate that's going to change the basic dynamic of the campaign, and so the Hillary Clinton supporters are probably happy about that, because right now she's looking pretty good in the polls. I don't think this is going to have a dramatic change in the poll numbers, but certainly you have to remember that as of tomorrow, people will be voting in some of the early voting states, and a lot of them will be thinking about this debate when they cast their ballots tomorrow. In that respect, I think this could have a significant impact.
All right, Election Day right around the corner here, Dave. Thanks so much for us reporting live in Las Vegas.